Hi everyone, welcome to this new Gamersyde Live. Tonight we are going to show you the Talos Principal Deluxe Edition running on PlayStation 4. It's a game that was released almost a year ago, I think, on PC. Now it's the PlayStation 4 version, which also includes the DLC. And as usual, Driftwood is going to do the showing and the talking.
I'm going to try as usual, and the game will be released on PS4 next week on the 13th, if I'm not mistaken. That's a question we had on the French side, and pretty sure it's the 13th. But you know, should probably check it out if you're really interested, and if you don't believe me. So we're going to show you, we're going to show you the Talos Principle. We're going to continue the game where we stopped on the French side, because basically we didn't go very far. It was just the beginning of the adventure. It's a puzzle game, which is, let's say, a mix between Portal and the Myst series in a way. It's a rather philosophical game, so which means it's going to make you think in every possible way, because you're going to have to solve puzzles, of course, but also because the story and the way it's told through. So I have to go back to the main building, and then we'll be back here to show you more puzzles. But still, before that, I need to get one of the sigils, or is it sigils? Oh, not sigils, I think. Never mind. So anyway, basically here you're a robot. You can play in first-person view, or you can also play in third-person, which you need to change. You can choose over the left shoulder or right shoulder, and you can see your nice little robot here. And that's not where you start exactly, but that's where you end up quite fast after the beginning. And you have rooms, and in each room you have sigils you can collect, and sometimes stars, which are optional and usually which require more thinking to find a way to get them. And and you can see that I have for the on the upper left corner of the screen the A blinking. That's means I have all the sigils to open the next area. Although I haven't finished all these rooms, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 7, but you can open this side, so you have also a puzzle to solve. Not quite sure I'm going to do it right, but
Nope.
no. Clearly no. Yeah. Nope, because that's not. So
almost.
Almost, yes, close. Oops. Mixing in the button. So let's see. Probably is this one.
Yeah, no, it was okay. They don't move this one. The one on the top, put it on the on the bottom.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
right. Indeed. So this opens the way to the elevator that will, guide you to another big room like this, and more rooms with more sigils. So it's a pretty big game, especially because it's going to take you time to get them all. So here I have everything but the star. So yeah, that's where we're supposed to be, and you don't need actually to follow the chronological order if you don't want to, but just in this specific situation I need at least one more yellow sigil so I can get the tripod. You can see on the upper left corner, and the tripod is necessary to solve the puzzle in the next area. So let's go here. So basically it's it works like this. You enter a room and you look for the jammer when there's one, and you jam this so you can enter. But since there's a danger everywhere, And there's a door here you need to use, but you don't have the keys. You need to find the keys. And it's easy here because that's the beginning of the game. So you have the keys. You can open the door here. Take the jammer. Jam this. Another one here. And this looks all very simple when you know what to do. But even in the beginning, you know, you'll have to think to be able to understand the logic. And every room has its own logic in a way, so it's you know, you're always very satisfied when you complete a puzzle. And there's a huge sense of accomplishment when you do that. So here I have two choices. I can stay here and keep solving puzzle in this area, or I can go back to the main room, unlock the tripod, and go to the next area where the tripod is necessary. But also you can see there's a big box, a cube, that you can get if you get all the yellow sigils, and some of them are here. So maybe what I want to do now is, at least, you know, so I can show you as many things as I can tonight, I can try to get the next one. So the title, each room has a title to it, and it's a bit like a hint telling you, okay, this is how it's supposed to be done. Of course, the hint is isn't going to be very helpful, and here I did something stupid. I didn't take the right jammer, so well done. I was shot. So again, so I jam this. I don't take this one again, or I'll be dead. I can take this one now because it's safe, and I'm going to jam this, so I can take this one, and I can open this.
What's the maximum number of jammers you've ever had to deal with at the same time?
I don't remember, actually. It can be
ballpark.
Oh, really? I can't be sure, so I don't want to say anything.
Is it can it go to a dozen? Or
no, it's not gonna be dozens or even 10. It's less. It's
okay.
So here,
that's all I'm asking.
Okay, so here first. So you can see I'm losing time here because I'm not doing it as it should be done. So here it's safe, and I have one more that I can use. And the reason why it's good to have one more is because the star, which is optional, like I said, is here. So again, easy to do when you have figured it out. And this is not difficult because, again, this is just the beginning of the game. It's actually teaching you how to play, which is great because, you know, you'll be stuck once in a while. And so here there's a red one. If you ever get lost and you don't remember how many sigils you've left here, you have a sort of summary here, so you can see that there's a green one I haven't collected, and a red one, but I have the star and the others. So let's move on to, well, let's go back to the main room so I can unlock the tripod over there. I'm not too sure. No.
Nope. Yeah.
So these puzzles not made, you know, they're not supposed to be difficult. So now I can use the tripod in the areas where they are necessary, which means you don't carry anything around. You find them in each room.
There is much that you do not know.
And Elohim is the god, actually made you and other robots like you to teach you about things. That's, you know, all the philosophy behind the philosophical elements in the game, and the story is told through him, but also there are audio logs and terminals like this one. We yeah, over there, like computers you can use, and you can find information, and you can even have a conversation at some point in the game with some sort of AI that will underline the contradictions when you say something or you do something, and you answered a few questions before, and that's not what you said, and it's really interesting and smart kind of game. So the tripod here, I'll show you how it works.
Which is funny considering the games these developers worked on before.
Exactly.
Basically the exact contrary
Opposite,
from
yeah.
that. Opposite, yeah, but sorry.
Oh, contrary works, as far as I know. So here you can see that this will be used to unlock a door. So this is where the light comes from, and you need to get it to the lock over there. So that's an easy one.
That's very, very like Portal.
And that's okay. I can move on to the next room.
So how do you decide the orientation of the light?
I'll show you. That's really natural and easy. So here you can see that there's one tripod and different things to do in order to get this open. But there's a hint, because you can see here there's a tripod over there, and it's not on because there's no light. So you need to direct the light onto this one so you can open the gate, but this gate should remain open, so that's really not difficult again. Don't even need to do this, but you can do this, and it's all open.
So you select the target?
Yeah, you select the target, you press, so I'll show you again. So here I can even leave now. You select the target, you press R1, and then as many times as you need to if there are tripods.
Okay, there's no limit?
There's no limits.
Okay.
But sometimes it gets...
I thought it was like Portal and you needed an angle or something like that.
Well, the thing is...
reflect the light.
Sometimes a wall will come in the way, and you'll have to figure out a way to... How am I supposed to do it? Or there will be a red light, and of course the red light you cannot. It doesn't work if the red and blue interact. So
yeah,
that gets more and more complicated. Like for example, this one. It's a very simple one. You have the blue lock and the red lock, except the blue light is over there, and the red light is here. So the problem here is there's you can't do it. So what you have to do is very simple, actually, is you do it here. And I didn't do it right because of the wall, just like I said before. So I didn't. Okay, so now again, like this, and quite simply now, red. But the first time you get here and you start trying to figure out what to do, for whatever reason, I don't know why, I didn't think, oh, it's very simple, I just have to come here and just then it's easy. So basically I had the tripods in this area and it never worked, and although there isn't just the one solution to solve the puzzles, there are things you can't do, or you'll never manage if you don't at least do something correctly. And as you can see, that the world is quite big to explore, and sometimes you'll find things in the world even though you won't be able to go all the way over there, but it's a game that invites you to explore, that you can actually finish the game just taking care of the puzzles, and that's it, and then all that's story, you just don't do it. You don't read the terminals, you don't find the QR codes that are scattered around everywhere, you don't listen to the audio logs, or you don't even pay attention to what Eoin is saying. But that would be a shame. But you can still do that. But it'll still take you quite a bit of time to do it correctly. So let me think. What am I supposed to do now? Oh yeah. So here. Okay, so the blue is here, and the red, quite simply, is just here.
Okay, you use the elevation to make them not cross. All right.
And very simple, but first time also you'll take a bit of time, and yeah, like I said, you can get stuck, but never for too long. If you really suck, you can simply just go find another puzzle and come back later. So now I can get the cube, so which is what I'm going to do now, so we can get to the next area. Even though I could, you know, go on and explore this area and see if there's anything interesting. So over there.
No, it was okay. We'll put it on the right.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oops. On the right? Yeah.
Yeah, here.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Yeah. So now I have the cube, and I'll show you exactly how the cube works. Basically like a cube. Nothing too incredibly new about. Although I'll show you just the very beginning of Road to Gehenna, and you see that yeah. So QR codes, as I was saying before, and you get messages, strange messages that don't make any sense.
Yeah. Are they actual QR code? Did you try scanning them?
I haven't tried scanning them, but I don't think they are. But might be wrong, but I don't think they are.
Yeah, they look like real ones.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what happens if
very detailed one, but there's no reason why they wouldn't work.
So cube for now, easy one. Just
wait, or you can do more than that.
Well, yeah, you'll see that you can use them here if I. Oops.
Are there many levels in black and white like this?
It's not black and white. It's just
it's gloomy.
Bad weather. No, it's all the levels are really different, and usually it's sunny. To be honest,
because it's a bit of a bummer visually.
So you can see here, Blim, what I was saying here. There was nothing difficult when you know what to do. Avoiding the sentinels, it's not a big deal. And you can see there's a star here. And the thing is, if you want to get to find it, if you want to get it, you need to figure out how, because that's not necessary to move on. But again,
the weather changed.
Yeah, the weather actually changes. That's what I was going to say. It's not going to stay all dark. It's going to change.
Nice. Okay,
this one had me, if I remember correctly, had me thinking for a while. You can see that there are turrets, three of them. There's a sentinel here, and actually, if you're careful, there's another one here. So what you want to do here, it's also simple when you know. You jam the door here, which will let the sentinel out. And when sentinels and turrets come into contact, they explode. Now you want to get the box, so for that to happen you need to jam the turret here, and thankfully you can take the box without being shot by the turret. So now, because the box isn't there anymore, the cube isn't there, the sentinel is going to go hit the turret, provided you don't, you're not jamming it anymore. Now you simply jam the turret over there, and the box can be used here to open the door.
Beautiful.
Huh. But if I'm not mistaken, and this you need to look for because this maybe a bit less obvious than the one before. Inside you'll also find a star. This one was easy to get, but you just have to know it's there, so to explore a bit.
Seems there is a few visual bugs too.
Yeah, that's on purpose. It's part of the
Really?
you know, virtual world that AOHM has created for you to solve puzzles, basically. So over the fence, you'll see here that you can use the tripod and put it on the cube. So we're going to do just that. So here you see the light and the lock. That's a very easy one, even the first time. So you connect and then you put it on the cube and yes.
Yeah, easy indeed.
Easy. Try to show you a bit. Well, actually, I showed quite a bit of. I didn't show all the areas in the direct videos because I felt like you could use some, you know, surprise, or you could also enjoy thinking to find the solution, because that's how it works. So here you can see that looks easy, but problem is every time the sentinel breaks the beam, then it resets the lock. So what you have to do here, there's always a cube, and you block it.
No, this sentinel doesn't explode.
No.
It's just a repulsion field, something like that.
Yeah. So it's not as dangerous as the others, which can kill you right away. So anytime you're not too sure if you've gotten all the sigils, you can come back here and see. And there's always a way to find them. And the missing one must be, where is it? Which? Okay, that's over there. So you see there are signs telling you exactly where you forgot something. So that's one here. So you mustn't cross the streams, as I was saying before.
Reference.
Yes, indeed. Oops, sorry, I didn't.
So, what's the longest you've been stuck on a puzzle?
I don't think that's something you want to know.
I want to know.
I can be stuck for a pretty long time sometimes because I...
And how much rage does it create?
I don't think I've ever felt rage, to be honest, because that's really... You can be mad at yourself, like, say, how come I cannot figure it out? Or you can think, okay, I've tried everything. It's too the game's too good for me, or it's I'll never make it. And then you, like I said, you just you give up and you just go and solve another puzzle, and then you come back and then it happens, and you're like, okay, why didn't I find it the first time? And if you're really stuck, I mean, you can, you know, if you have no self-esteem, just go on YouTube and,
like me, for example.
Yeah. And that's fine in a way, because then you realize, say, okay, but every time you solve a puzzle, in a way you find a way to maybe solve other ones, because you learn something new, or you have figured out something new, and it can help you in the upcoming puzzles. And that's what I think is interesting, because, you know, some of the things you haven't tried before, you might think, okay, it can't be done, but then you realize you can do it, and that's how you do it, so it can help you with other puzzles. And I don't know if I'm making much sense, but
yeah, I guess.
I'm gonna try to. There's one here, for example, that got me. Yeah, that's this one. Because you have a tripod here, blue, a lock, and red also here, two red locks. The red light is here, but there's also something you need to put there so that the last door opens and you can get to the sigil. And yeah, it took me a bit of a while to understand, because I hadn't thought that I could do this and aim here. Okay, so come here. No, I don't want to do that. No, my bad. So just the two here, the two blue, and this one. But this one we need to take so we can connect. Okay, so now it's open. There's a tripod here.
Okay, there's another tripod.
Yeah. And here. But now, because you open here, you don't need this one anymore to open the door, because oh no, I did it wrong. See? Oh, see, because of the wall. So I need to do it again. Okay. Oh no. Precision. It's all about precision. No. Oh,
so
yeah,
would you say this game is relaxing?
It can be it's both, I guess. You know, it's relaxing in that the atmosphere is really relaxing. The music, the sounds, sometimes the just the environment itself. It's you feel relaxed because you look at the beautiful scenery, but at the same time it has you think hard, and sometimes when you get stuck, of course you're going to feel a bit desperate in a way, but it's not a game that had me really angry. I guess it could get some people angry, frustrated, but no, it's relaxing, but it sometimes teaches you that you're not good enough for the puzzle yet, and you need to maybe take some distance and do something else and come back later, as in the old point and click games. So here, like I said, now that this one opens the lock here, I don't need this one anymore, so I can use this one to put it here and to open the last door. But just because I hadn't thought that I could use this very the first tripod to open the lock, and once, you know, the red lights are connected, then this door opens, and then the blue light opens the lock, and so the second tripod becomes useless to open the door. I got stuck for a while, and again, that makes sense now that you know the solution.
Sure.
It's never really unfair. It's you're to blame. That's the thing. And yeah, like I said, you'll be mad at yourself and not at the game or the developers.
We'll be mad at you.
Oh, you can be mad at me because I convinced you to buy the game, and it's making your evenings miserable. So here, that's a pretty easy one. You get rid of the sentinel by opening this door. Okay, so it's stuck. You get the keys. You open the door. Okay, so I have a bit of time. You jam it. You can see that there's a wire here, and very convenient, there's a lever, so you can deactivate the turret to use, careful, to jam the last one, and you can get the sigil. And you can leave and move on to the next area. So, like I said, you know, the one we just did, it was, even the first time, the answer was really obvious. It didn't take me more than a few minutes. Now the one on the far side, on the right side over there, that had me stuck for a while, but maybe someone didn't get stuck because they had they had it figured out right from the start. So it's really something personal, and but it will be challenging, that's for sure. Even this room, for example, I know that I'm not too sure I'm doing it the best way it can be done. Probably there's something easier, I don't know, or maybe it's just a way to trick the player into thinking that maybe there's another way to do it, and in fact the only way is the most complicated one in a way. So here you can open this, and for now nothing difficult, and then you can open this to get the last tripod, and you have 3 now, so which should be pretty easy. So first time I said, okay, there's a blue one here and a blue one here, so it's easy. So what I do is I do this and I open it, because the sigil is behind the blue lock. Okay, so I said, okay, no problem, now it's all easy. I take this, but if I take this, then the door closes.
Locked, yeah.
So it doesn't work. So I say, okay, no, I can take this one. Problem is, if I take this one,
no,
then
you
this
don't have
door,
the source anymore.
the source is going to, so I won't be able to, because the door will be locked here, I won't be able to have this beam. So what I finally decided to do was to, okay, I can't use that shortcut. It's probably some kind of tricks to lure me into thinking that, yeah, that's probably the way to do it, and it's not. So I'm going to try to find a way to do it right now, and I'll get this one I don't need. Okay, so not well done, that's it. And I've done it like several times, maybe 3 or 4 times, not even counting the PC version, and I always wonder if I'm actually not doing something wrong. So no, that's not it. But like I say, it's really an interesting game to play, and that's it. Yeah. All very easy again. Sometimes
When you know the solution, it's always easy.
yeah, but you know, sometimes you say, okay, I just lost 5 minutes and trying to put everything where I thought everything had to be put, and in fact, no, that I lost time. So there's another terminal you can check out.
Maybe you want to go to the DLC?
Yeah, just the beginning of the DLC. I'll show you also the main problem with the game. Really, it's not the mechanics itself. It's not the story. Everything's great, and it's really a game you should play. If you haven't on PC yet and you can play on PC, just play it on PC. If all you have is a PS4, then play it on PS4. They're just, for now, at least. Maybe there will be a patch for release next week, but there are just a few performance issues, frame rate wise, that it's never going to, it never affects the gameplay, but when you enjoy just looking around, just watching the environment, it's just a bit annoying to see that there's this I don't know if it's stuttering really or just frame drops, that it's not a very smooth experience overall. So in the puzzles it's never too much of a problem, but when you start to take your time to look at the environment, it's a bit of a shame. And it's, for me at least, something I don't understand, because
Awaken.
it's there's no, it's just one character, it's just it's one open environment, it's true, but I don't think it should be that difficult for the PS4 to handle, or maybe the developers should have locked the frame rate at 30 frames per second instead of trying to hit 60.
And my children will ascend.
and you can see that
As it should
basically when you slow movement will show, and that's
I
not
have
too
made
bad here,
mistakes.
but show movement will
Out of arrogance,
show the
out of
frame
fear,
drops.
I
And
sinned against the process.
That's when you
I
actually
cast out those
try
who
to enjoy the
opposed me,
view, that you
imprisoned
realize
them
that
in a
it
place
happens.
beyond this
So I'll
garden.
go back to first person view maybe. What I can try to do also is I can, maybe some people will throw up, if I,
Now they are trapped,
so no crosshair
and
anymore,
they cannot ascend.
and maybe I'll
All
start
that
to
they
feel
are, all
sick
that
also.
they know will be lost.
So this is the same error than
But
in the
I
beginning
cannot free
of
them.
the Talos
They
principle,
are beyond my reach
and
now.
Elohim has needs your help because
What I
he's
ask
realized
of
that
My
he's
beloved
locked up
messenger is a
some of your
terrible sacrifice.
fellow robots,
You must enter
and
this realm of
that
despair.
he has made a mistake,
You
and
must
you're
free the souls
their
I
only
have
hope
imprisoned.
before the end of the
Undo
world,
my mistake.
basically.
I
And
have opened a gateway
so in the beginning you're in this,
and granted you the gift of time.
well, basically where you started the Talos principle, and you have to find where to
I'm
go,
sorry.
which is not too
I
difficult.
wish there was more.
Obviously,
I
it's
could
not a
give you.
puzzle. So you can get
Please.
to the real
Save them.
deal. So let's move on. So you'll visit in the Talos principle. You visit Greece and Rome, and well, not Rome itself, but the Roman Empire in a way, and all in ruins, in Egypt, and also feudal times. And so you can see here what I was talking about when the frame rate drops, and
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
and really it's a shame because it was not the case on PC. And as far as I know, even people who didn't have very powerful rigs could enjoy the game without too much
We've got
problems.
someone saying on the chat that it uses 4.5 gigabytes of VRAM at 1440p, and it's quite demanding actually on PC
Okay.
at max settings.
Okay, so yeah, my PC is pretty powerful. So even a
Beefy.
year ago it was. So that's why. But again, the game looks amazing. It really looks nice. But when it gets too amazing, maybe that's when the frame rate takes a hit.
The frame
here.
drops.
And you can see it pretty clearly in the direct videos, and that's the only thing I can find to complain really. The rest is just perfect, and if you like puzzle games, obviously. So here you see more.
Yeah, if you're not a fan of the previous game from the same developers, then maybe you like this one.
Exactly, and if you were a diehard fan of Serious Sam, maybe you won't like this one, or maybe you will. Really depends. So here,
Yeah,
just
you
want
are open enough to actually enjoy
wanted
both.
to show you because this, of course, Road to Gehenna is not a lot more difficult than the Talos principle, but of course, right from the beginning, you get tougher puzzles, more like the ones you'll have in the second half of the game, of the main game. So here, that's an example. You have the blue light and the red light. You have blue lock, and you have a series of blue locks here. It's actually a couple. And there's another one that you can't see here. That's over there on the left, but that's red. And there are tripods on every tower. And you need to find a way to light everything up with just one tripod, which can be tricky when you first arrive here. So there's also this. You can find a fan, and you'll see that the fan actually does something interesting as it pushes the sentinel onto the wall. And this is a hint to what you have to do, of course. But before I can show you what we have to do, I first need to get a cube. And for that to happen, I need to open this lock, which is very easy. So I get the cube and listen to the music again. Like I said, pretty relaxing. So now I'm here, and I'm waiting for the sentinel to come close, and the cube is on its, I don't know if it's not really a head, is it? And now when you don't know what to do, you can try anything. So the one thing you try in the end is, okay, I'll connect every possible...
It's a point and click way.
The point and click way, exactly. Because the first time I didn't do the cube thing, so I could open all the locks, all the blue locks, except for the red, the last one, the red lock. That is the only... Well, of course, when you don't have the last one, you cannot complete the room. So basically, I connected the blue light here. So there's a tripod here. So let's connect it. No, I didn't connect it. Poor aiming skills. Oh, okay, let's... Oh no, okay, so I was too far away. No, what the... Okay. Oh, you know what? That was my brilliant idea. No crosshair. Not really easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too low.
Not too low, that's why. So, another tripod here, another one there, the red one, of course, and I want this one too. Okay, so
there's no limit in how many you can select.
I don't think there is. I'm not unless I forgot something, but no.
Okay.
Basically, and you even though you cannot you know, the streams cannot interact with each other. Here you can see it's all blue, so I can get inside, except I need the fan. Oh, too late. I'm Obi-Wan trying to save Qui-Gon.
Don't. Why?
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so it's back to blue, so I can, from here I can open this. I should have enough time to get there, and then when it, yeah, now it's red, so it can open here, and I can activate the lever, and I can free my friend here, and he doesn't even say thank you, or maybe he does. Thank you? Okay, never mind. And the terminals in which you'll in this DLC be able to have access to forums where you'll see conversations between the different prisoners, and you'll interact with them, and they won't believe you, they won't trust you, and yeah, that's how you'll learn about the story, and with the QR codes again, and all the rest, and I think that wraps it up for tonight.
Yeah.
That was the Talos Principle and Road to Gehenna that are both available in one game on PS4 starting October 13th. It's a really great game if you like puzzle games. A few performance issues, but let's hope that maybe something comes up before the game
maybe
ships.
Day one patch, hopefully, which helps a bit, or at least maybe fix it to 30.
Maybe, or at least
and not have it fluctuate between 30 and 60, which is, well, basically the worst solution.
I guess.
I think either lock it to 30 or lock it to 60, but anything in between is terrible.
We haven't analyzed the frame rate, so we don't really know if it goes under 30 or if it's just between 30 and 60.
Got someone on the chat looking forward to us playing Soma.
We won't be playing Soma live because I don't think that is doing a favor to either players or the game. I've posted a few videos which I think were spoiler free and were just enough to allow you to see if the game was for you, and there's there's a review also. I don't actually remember. I think there's a written review, as far as I remember, or something, maybe with an audio commentary. I actually had to do a lot of things recently. That was when the Tomb Raider preview also had to be done, and so. But yeah, no, we're not going to play Soma live, but we'll be playing WRC 5 live on Thursday.
Yeah, and tomorrow you'll also get a preview of Anno 2205, I think. Is it tomorrow?
Oh, it's the 8th. No, that's Thursday also. I think it's the 8th.
Thursday also. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, will be a preview with videos. It's true, a preview in English, written in English. I haven't had time to check it and to make sure that it's English enough for you to understand. I'm not the one writing, so it could very well be, or maybe I need to.
And yeah, and you'll get some pretty nice videos to go along with it. It was recorded by our PC Master Race guy, Zippy2, who just got a brand spanking new PC, which is quite a beast. So it's should do some nice videos.
Oh, great. And well, as for WRC on Thursday evening, that will be the PC version. Of course, we can't tell you anything for now, except that sadly we haven't been able to try the game with a wheel, because our Fanatic wheel is not supported by the game, which came as a surprise to us, because Project Cars, Dirt Rally, and well, basically every possible car racing game on PC has never, has always been compatible with my old Fanatic wheel. It's the 911 Porsche Turbo S wheel, and so I don't really know if other Fanatic wheels will be concerned, or if it's just mine. But if you have an old wheel, then you might want to hold back until you hear what we have to say about the controls with a gamepad. Because as Alan from Team VVV told me the other day, there's a huge difference in how the game feels depending on if you're playing with a gamepad or a wheel. So sadly, I won't be able to confirm it, but yeah, maybe the developers will listen to the community if some people get angry and ask for their wheel to be supported, or maybe someone will simply do it. I don't know if that is even possible, that some guy on the internet finds a way to add compatibility with some wheels. I will let you know. Until then, you have a good evening, night, day.
Yeah, and see you on Thursday.
And see you on Thursday.
Right, bye bye.